혼자서 여기서 살려면 그런 모르겠는데 지금 오랜만에 우리끼리 이렇게 있는데 내가 자고 일어나서 물가지로 내려왔을 때 형이 포켓몬 하고 있고 그러니까 이게 약간 당연해져가지고
숙소 한번 살까?
Welcome to Jikook. Hope you are all doing well, Jikook fans. Today, I will bring you a video full of happiness, tenderness, and surprises. Longing is the most honest feeling when a person is used to living together for a very long time. That's what feels so strong when BTS's Jungkook utters a simple but heartfelt sentence. I guess I'll hate being alone here, but I'm going to miss being with you guys because it's been a long time. This speech is not just an ordinary sentence. To ARMY, it sounds like an outpouring of deep emotions, about habits, about closeness, and about living together for years. Jungkook's remarks sparked a lot of heated speculation among fans, especially when he joked, "Want to share a dorm room again?" which immediately made Jimin's name a conversation again. For longtime fans, the moment of sharing a room between Jungkook and Jimin during their Trainee and debut is part of BTS' most iconic history together. In the early days of their journey, the BTS members lived together in a small dormitory. Tight spaces, tight schedules, relentless workouts, and the same big dreams bring them together in a very unique way. For Jungkook, who debuted at a very young age, the Hyungs are not just co-workers, but a second family. The habit of sharing space, sharing food, sharing bedtime stories, even sharing tiredness, all of these create an emotional closeness that is hard to replace with anything. So it's not surprising that after years of living more independently, Jungkook misses moments as simple as sharing a room. The relationship between Jungkook and Jimin has always had its own color. From jokes, small attention, to the habit of looking for each other on various occasions. The two are often seen to have a comfort that is difficult to explain in words. For ARMY, the idea of another room is not only nostalgic, but also a symbol of the emotional closeness that has been built up over a long time. There are many moments where Jimin is seen guarding Jungkook, and instead Jungkook shows his most relaxed side when he is near Jimin. When a person is used to living together for a very long period of time, loneliness can feel heavier than imagined. This is what Jungkook might have felt. Living apart, individual schedules, and larger personal space made her realize how valuable being together was. Jungkook's words reflect that togetherness is not just a habit, but an emotional need. Fans instantly caught the emotion behind Jungkook's words. Many feel that this is the most honest side of him, not as an idol, but as someone who misses his family. For ARMY, this greeting is not only funny or adorable, but also heartwarming. Because this shows that BTS's bond is not something made up for the camera, but rather completely real. Time may pass, success may come, living space may change, but the memories of living together under one roof are irreplaceable. Jungkook may now have his own space, but his heart remains tied to the memory of that togetherness. And perhaps, behind the joke of another room, lies a sincere longing for a time when everything felt simpler. Just 7 people with the same dream, in one small room, sharing hope for the future. Small memories that now feel very large. When Jungkook reminisced about the time he lived together, what he longed for wasn't something big or luxurious. It is precisely the little things that used to feel ordinary, now become very meaningful memories. Such as the sound of footsteps in the morning, fighting for the bathroom, joking before bed, or just eating late at night together. Those simple things build a real sense of home. Not the building, but the people in it. And for Jungkook, those people are the members of BTS. Old habits that are hard to get rid of. Many fans realize that until now, Jungkook often shows old habits formed since his dorm days. He is used to looking for other members when he feels bored, used to eating together, and even used to falling asleep in the same room during a long schedule. This custom is not something made up. It was a lifestyle that was formed over the years. So now that he is more often alone, it is natural that the feeling of loneliness comes stronger. Jimin, the most frequently mentioned figure in memories. Jimin's name comes up again often when Jungkook talks about the past. Not without reason. Of all the members, Jimin is the one who shares the most personal space with him. The two have shared a room for a long time. They know each other's habits, from the smallest things like sleeping positions, bedtime habits, to late-night conversations that only the two of them know. No wonder the joke in the room again immediately made fans associate it with Jimin. Unwitting closeness. Interestingly, Jungkook and Jimin's closeness never seems to be contrived. It grows naturally from time spent together. From the grueling trainee days, the stressful debut period, to the hectic heyday. They went through all these phases side by side. And the closeness built in such a situation is usually much stronger than a normal relationship. Longing that sounds very sincere. Jungkook's sentence sounded very sincere because it wasn't excessive. He doesn't try to sound poetic or dramatic. It is precisely the simplicity of his words that makes the message feel deeper. I'm going to miss you is a sentence that may be simple, but uttered by someone who has been used to living together for more than a decade, the meaning becomes enormous. ARMY feels nostalgic. Jungkook's words made many ARMYs reminisce about BTS's early days. Old videos in the dorm, funny moments when they were still living together, and the natural interactions that happened every day. All those memories feel revived just because of one sentence of longing. Togetherness that forms identity. It is undeniable that life together in the dormitory also shapes the character of each member. Jungkook grew from teenager to adult in that neighborhood. He learned to share, to understand others, and to learn about the meaning of family. So it is natural that now, when the situation changes, he feels that there is a missing part. Jokes that hold small hopes. When Jungkook said he wanted to share a room again, maybe it sounded like a joke. But often, jokes are the safest way to convey true desires. It wasn't that he really wanted to go back to the small dormitory, but he missed the feeling that was present back then, the feeling of never being alone. BTS bonds that are not eroded by time. What Jungkook conveyed is proof that the bond between BTS members does not change even though time goes by and conditions change. They may now have their own space, but their hearts remain connected by the same memory. And for Jungkook, that memory is precious. Longing understood without many words. Maybe Jungkook doesn't need to explain at length. The other members must have understood what he meant, because they have all been in the same situation, living side by side, sharing space, sharing dreams. Longing is a longing that is understood together, without the need for much explanation.